America's X Cup is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, this is Jack Evans.
21-year-old Jack Evans, the youngest member of Team Canada. You see his pre-match breakdance routine. In his words, to give props to the old crew in Calgary. Team captain Teddy Hart calls him the best high flyer in the biz, and what a great opportunity for Team Canada to put a separation on the scoreboard.
Monterrey, Mexico. He weighs in at 238 pounds, Hector Garza.
From a matchup standpoint, the Hector Garza-Jack Evans bout very reminiscent of last month's first-round Garza match against Sanjay Dutt. We saw Garza overpower Dutt. He grounded him. He took him out of the top rope offense. Let's see if Team Canada scouted that match. Let's see if Jack Evans can adapt, or will the 11-year pro Hector Garza use his strength to put Mexico back on the scoreboard.
You know, we talked about how impressive Juventud Guerrero was in the last America's X Cup, but this guy also, Hector Garza, emerged as a huge star. He even was getting the crowd on his side. This guy has the size and strength, but don't let that fool you. He can go to the top rope like the best of them. But we do know one thing. Jack Evans can fly, and he's going to have to do it the entire match, I think, to keep out of the grasp of Hector Garza.
You know, when it comes to influences, Jack Evans has an interesting list. He told me that Japanese wrestlers Hayabusa and the great Sasuke, along with a former WCW masked man Blitzkrieg, really caught his attention as a kid.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hector Garza's going to catch his attention real quick here if he doesn't get his mind in this match. I mean, I was impressed by the athletic ability and all the break dancing and the flips, but I'm telling you, this is serious right here, and Hector Garza will make mincemeat out of him.
You know, Don, if we can look ahead to the second round, we will see Jack Evans joining team captain Teddy Hart in our next matchup. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be watching to see how Teddy Hart will be affected by the knee injury.
Interesting matchup as they put those two together, but then again, sometimes it's the ones that you don't understand are the ones that make the best teams.
Hammerlock applied by Garza.
Look at this strength. Oh, wow!
How about Evans in mid-move countering Garza and snap-mirroring him over?
Oh, Garza's a little impressed right there. Caught him by surprise. He used his momentum right there, used it to his advantage, and was able to take Garza over.
Ready for another interesting factoid?
Oh, yeah, Professor, lay it on me.
Jack Evans credits Brian Alvarez, a wrestler and the editor of the Figure 4 newsletter, for his original training. But once Evans left the Pacific Northwest, he relocated to Calgary. He fell under the influence of the Hart family.
Where do you come up with all this stuff? Oh, nice tackle. Wow, a little mind games here by Evans. Garza's just not the guy I slap. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think you want to get under the skin of Hector Garza? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you got that right.
Pin attempt. Evans able to bridge out. Garza using his size and power to try and hold him down, but Evans counters with the deep arm drag.
I'll tell you what, I'm starting to really like this kid. Showing a lot of moxie out there. Not intimidated. Trying to play to the crowd. Hector Garza, I think, thought he was gonna make mincemeat of him really quick. It's not going to be the case. You got a real match on your hands now, Garza.
And you can see just by the look on Garza's face, just by his body language, that what you just said is so accurate. I think he was trying to get Jack Evans maybe into a little sense of overconfidence. And he caught him out of nowhere with the drop kick.
Well, you know, you got to go back to the basics. If plan A isn't working, you go to plan B, and you just drop kick them into the next universe.
And then follow up with the open hand slap and the boot right to the midsection.
Oh, look at this. Just letting him have them. I mean, these are vicious blows, Mike.
Repeated shots in the corner by Garza on Evans. Fires him off into the ropes.
Look at both of their abilities. Oh,
well, both men avoiding the contact until Garza charges at him, turns him inside out with the clothesline.
Here he
Lateral
goes.
press. Wait a minute.
No, this is the Hector Garza
We've seen this
remember.
before, haven't we?
He toys with him, plays with the crowd. This really can get. I was asking Team NWA about this when Hector Garza does this, and they said it just humiliates you because you're doing it in front of the crowd.
Is Is it really the smartest move, though?
No.
For Team AAA at this point with Team Canada in a 2-1 lead? Wouldn't you just take the win, even it up, and head on to the next round?
Maybe they're looking at the big picture, or maybe Garza's looking at the big picture, trying to psych him out. There's a long way to go before this is over with.
I see what you're saying. Maybe some mind games trying to play with them. Evans snaps off the head scissors. Garza down to the floor, going to try and regroup. Let's see what Garza comes up with against Jack Evans in this first round matchup.
I mean, if you can get the point across, Mike, that you can win at any time, that can really get into your head. And that's what Garza's trying to do out there. But I'll tell you something, this Jack Evans isn't going to quit. He's too young to realize he's out there with a man with that much experience. As you see right there, he caught Garza unawares.
Again, it's the quickness of Jack Evans. I think he really needs to employ a hit-and-run offense here against Garza, because every time he tries to match him with power and strength, he comes out on the losing end. Back first that time goes Garza to the steel safety rail.
Again, I'll tell you something I've noticed about Team Canada here, Mike. Wait a minute. Oh, wow!
What a flip off of the apron.
I'll tell you what, put this guy in the Olympics off the high dive. That was fantastic. Just when you think that Team AAA is dominating in a particular match, these guys come out of nowhere with some stuff. We saw it with Johnny Devine, Petey Williams. Of course, we know what Teddy Hart can do, and now Jack Evans.
Evans back in the ring, possibly trying to regroup, and Garza charges across, connects him first with the drop kick, the scoop and the slam, says he's going to finish him off.
Well, we know what he can do up here. This guy is unreal.
Going to go for the corkscrew. He calls it the
too much?
No! He went for the corkscrew moonsault. The tornado moonsault did not connect. Now can Evans take advantage?
Look at this. Oh, my goodness. He's got him.
Two
No,
count.
good. Got his hand on the ropes, Mike.
Calls that the 360 shooting star press, but he was unable to put Garza away.
You usually see that off the top rope. You don't see that off the mat. But there's Garza.
Garza claiming that it wasn't a low blow. I think the sight of referee Andrew Thomas may have been blocked. Garza takes him up and just overpowers him down. Powerbomb connects, and that time he hit the moonsault.
He's got it. It's done.
And Team AAA